Now, yield to maturity is one of the most important things we're going to be drawing out of this information on bond valuation, because it's indicative of what the current market conditions and what the market is telling us is the cost of debt to the firm. Now, here we've got a situation where ABC Corporation has some bonds already outstanding, and they have 20 years remaining to maturity. These bonds have a $1,000 par value, a 10% coupon rate, payments are being made semi-annual, and they're currently selling in the marketplace for $900 each. So what we want to know is what's the cost of debt or yield to maturity on these bonds. So we're looking for R sub D. Now, the key things that you can come in looking at is that if the price is less than par, as we have in this case, then that tells us that interest rates have gone up. So we anticipate an answer here for R sub D that's going to be higher than the 10%. So that's part of it that's very important, is what we anticipate. Now, there is a function in Excel that will deal with this, and it's part of that family of functions along with PV. So we're going to go to our function wizard, and under our financial, we want to work our way down to a function called RATE, rate. Now, the rate function is going to give us the periodic rate, so it's important to observe what's going to be going on and how we need to adjust this. Arguments, how many periods, what are the payments we're making each period, what's the current price, what's the lump sum you receive at the end, is there anything that's involved here in terms of annuity due? If not, if it's an ordinary annuity, we can leave that alone. And guess is something that we won't need to use either. So we come in here, we want to know how many periods. Well, there are 20 years, n is 20, multiplied by small m of 2 periods per year. So we've got 40 periods remaining in which interest payments are going to be made. This is an outlay for the company, so we will treat this as a negative. And what they're going to do is they're going to pay the coupon rate times the par value, $100 per year, divided by small m, so 2 payments of 50. Current price is the PV. This must be opposite in sign of payment and FV. So we'll treat that as a positive 900 that we have in there. FV is what you're going to give up at the end, so this has to be the same sign as PMT, so it's an outlay of 1,000. When we do that, you can see that your periodic rate is going to be 5.6%. Now, as we noted with this, it's going to be a case where you expected the market rate of interest to be higher than the coupon rate, and this 5.63% is only the half-year rate. So what we need to do is to go in there and adjust it and realize that small m being multiplied by that amount to give us the answer. So 11.27%, and that makes sense with what we were dealing with.